I was blamed for my mother's illness since birth, so I walked away from my sister's wedding. I always felt like the ghost in family photos, minus present, but somehow faded compared to my siblings. Tearing up, there were subtle signs, less eye contact, conversations that stopped when I entered rooms, birthday celebrations that felt obligatory rather than joyful. I told myself I was imagining things, that families have natural dynamics and mine just happened to place me slightly outside the inner circle. Then my sister Olivia got engaged. The wedding planning began with excitement minus group texts, Twitter boards, weekend brunches. I waited for my invitation to join the bridesmaids chat. It never came. When the official announcement appeared on Instagram minus so blessed to have my 12 favorite people standing beside me, I scrolled through the tagged faces, both my other sisters, my brother on the groom's side, cousins, friends from elementary school. I swallowed my hurt and texted congratulations. Olivia responded with a thumbs up smicky. For months I watched from the sidelines as dress fittings, bachelorette plans, and shower preparations unfolded without me. When my mother gently asked Olivia why I wasn't included, she threatened to uninvite her from the wedding too. That's when I knew something deeper was wrong. 3 weeks before the wedding, my mother finally broke. Over coffee in her kitchen, tears streaming down her face. She told me the truth they'd hidden for 27 years. When I was pregnant with you, I developed preeclampsia. It was severe. I nearly died. The emergency section saved us both, but it triggered an autoimmune condition I've had ever since. My hands went cold around my maga, she continued. Your sisters were old enough to remember how sick I was afterward. The hospital stays, the medications, they've always associated my illness with your birth. They blame me. My voice sounded distant even to myself. They know it's not logical, she whispered, but emotional connections formed when they were young. Olivia was only 7. She watched me collapse at her birthday party. Suddenly, a lifetime of subtle rejection made perfect sense. I wasn't imagining the distance I was living with the consequences of being born that night. Olivia called, irritated that mom had stirred up ancient history. Look, she said flatly. I chose people who've been consistently important in my life. It's not personal, but it was. It had always been. I sent a simple email the next day. I won't be attending the wedding. I wish you happiness, but I can't pretend anymore. My sisters called me selfish, dramatic, attention-seeking. They said guests would ask questions, that I was ruining Olivia's perfect day. My brother was the only one who understood. They're angry because you've broken the family contract, he said. The one that says we never acknowledge how they treat you. It's been 2 weeks since the wedding I didn't attend. My sisters aren't speaking to me. My mother calls daily, torn between her children. But for the first time in my life, I am not apologizing for existing. Sometimes walking away isn't about punishment minus. It's about finally acknowledging your own worth when no one else will.